What's up, y'all? Uncle Me Good Bar here. Alright. I'm doing another rant again. No, it's been a minute since I've been on YouTube. Dealing with a lot of stuff. Just life in general. I'm not a big content creator. Bringing up all kind of content. If I do have something, it's worthwhile saying, for some of the few that hear it. And a lot of y'all have seen a couple of my other blogs about getting off the plantation and leaving the states and stuff like that. And man, for some black folk, man, I don't know. I got irritated on the fact that a lot of black. I'm not saying a lot of black folk, and I'm not trying to monkey branch or piggyback off of O'Shea Duke Jackson. But he had a deal about Byron Allen, and I had followed Byron Allen about dealing with the whole situation with him trying to buy a network, and they were going to take it to the Supreme Court and all of this stuff. And a lot of black folk do not, and they want to call him a sellout. And see, that's what I want to deal with, is because just because you got Negroes that climb up sky high, you want to call somebody a sellout? Oprah Winfrey, that's a sellout, okay? Because that nigga there, that's buck breaking, that's buck dancing there. And then y'all want to call Byron Allen buck that? Why? Because he married a white girl? And this is the mind frame of the reason why most Negroes are always last. And y'all are the only group of black people that do this. See, I live outside the United States and go around, and black folk worldwide and other countries, they don't do the shit that you niggas do. When you see other brothers make it big time, you expect and act like they're supposed to help you out. Well, they did in a way. They should encourage you to step your game up. They don't owe you nothing. But I don't know, for some reason, African American niggas think that somebody that makes it owes them something. And that's further from the case. I mean, if y'all crying about that, I don't see why the majority of you sisters don't take over the weave industry. But you got them Chinese folk over there, they take 30 billion of your dollars every year. So you can put that shit on your nappy ass head. If you're gonna do that, then you should control the industry. You see what I'm talking about? Why don't you do that? Then it ain't got nothing to say. Now you control your own industry. Why? Because you control your own hair. Just saying, I hope that would spark some kind of what do you call it? I hope it sparks and influence some entrepreneurship with some of you sisters out there. Y'all can take control of that and don't put that shit in the white man. That's $30 billion a year. It's a lot of freaking money. Y'all can control that instead of them. Anyhow, let's move on. Byron Allen. A lot of y'all say he a sellout. I think the biggest reason why you say he's a sellout because he married a white girl. He don't owe you nothing. Last time I checked in the Word of God, the Word of God said that a man shall leave his mother and father and cleave unto his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. I don't never hear and see in the Bible where it say niggas stay with niggas and white folks stay with white folk and Mexicans stay with Mexicans. That's y'all doing that. And you have that choice. Also, you have that choice to go outside your race. So once again, it goes back to you think niggas owe you something. You don't owe you shit. Let's just get that first of all. Number two, he made a lot of money. You niggas, he used us because, he tried to bring us in our plight. See, that's the reason, that's one of the reasons why you niggas is always last. Because you see stuff on a small scale. First of all, you need to understand Byron Allen don't owe you niggas individualistically anything. He helped y'all. But you niggas will fail to see that. And I'll tell you why you niggas will fail to see that. Because you always looking for The reason for him to be black is you need to be within these frames. And if you ain't, then you ain't helping us. No, you need to break that mentality. You need to break that box. You need to break it. Because there's a lot of folk out here who don't think within the box, they think outside the box. He did more good for black folk than you actually will ever realize. And I'll tell you why. Who owns and who runs the image of how black folk are? And you'll say, well, no, we do on YouTube platforms or on social media platforms, but not really. White folks do, because they own the networks. You see what I'm saying? They own all the TV shit. And you see, Byron Allen is a danger to those who run that. And the white folks run that. You see what I'm saying? That was the whole reason why them white folks went and said that they were going to change the laws. They can't afford to have a Negro controlling his own image. See, the Africans, they starting to realize that shit over in Africa. Akon, that brother over there, that's why he was pleading with some of you black folk to, hey, help him out. But, you know, once again, you niggas will go into this mode. Well, why is there I'm a goes and helps us out them when we need to go and helps us out? You niggas ain't helping each other out. Yeah, I'll go help out of Africa. I ain't got a problem with that. Well, you need to help yourself. You niggas need to help yourself out first. There's too many issues with Negroes that I'm not going to sit up here. That's like throwing gold in the doggone pig pen. You need to clean up the pig pen first. There's a lot of things that Negroes need to do first. Because every time I see a Negro trying to go and help out in the hood, you niggas repay him with death. You know? Even I did research on Malcolm X, and he said the biggest group of people that gave him the hardest time were black women. Wow. Dadgum, that sure sounds familiar. Anyhow, Byron Allen, he sued the establishments, and I forgot the names of them. I have it on paper. I'm never good with that, because my mindset is if it ain't in the top 10 on my mind right now, it gets shoved back somewhere else in a cloud, and I just don't feel like going in my cloud to find it. But anyhow, those that own networks, and we all heard about this, it was cheaper for white folks just to pay him out. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, he got billions, and then the first thing black folk want to say, well, he did it for himself and not for us. Well, I didn't see none of you niggas going down to the courtroom with him when he was down there battling. I didn't see all you niggas doing your research when he was a comedian on B-rated TV shows, and he was buying up TV shows, and y'all wasn't paying attention to him then. See what I'm saying? And then, like I said, here's the mentality. Once you get it top and you start noticing how much money this nigga got, then the first thing you niggas do, oh, he a seller, he don't help his usses. Nigga, help yourself. He pushing the envelope. Now it's time for somebody to step up and break the barrier, because he hit the barrier, and them white folks know it. He got money, and it's only a matter of time before somebody black owns their own network. And you can say, well, Oprah Winfrey did. No, not really. Oprah Winfrey got a handout. She got the best scraps off the table, because them white folks still control her. Reason why they were fighting so hard with Byron Allen, because they knew there was no way they can control Byron Allen. See, y'all need to be pushing behind him. Because you know what? If niggas in the United States own their own image, then you're able to change the image. You see, white folk, if you go all the way back from the time that we came over here to the United States, well, I don't even live in the States, I've been gone out for 20 years, but gone over to the States, who has controlled the image of what we look like? White folks. And they've always viewed us as brute, animalistic, dumb motherfuckers. Excuse my French, but dumb people who need a master. You know what I'm saying? You think about it. We're all, in the United States, we're criminal. We look suspect. We look like thugs. We look like child molesters. We're animalistic brutes of the dumb. And a lot of you black folk, y'all live up to the stereotype. Yeah, that's right, I said it. But yet you want to call Byron Allen a sellout. Because he ain't helped his ussies. He ain't does nothing for the community. He's done way far more for the community. You niggas just fail to see it. He pushing the envelope. You see what I'm saying? He's setting the infrastructure for somebody else in the future who's going to own their own network. And if somebody black own their own network, then they're going to own their own image. And image is powerful. That's why the Africans have figured that out, because they know that the white man always portrays Africa as a wild place with elephants and lions and tigers and gnu's and antelope and big giant crocodiles with niggas with a bone through their nose with nappy buckshot bees running around with a spear going. Yeah, they do. So when everybody thinks of Africa, that's what they think. But when you actually go over there, you find a brilliant culture. You find out the history of Africa. Most of us know about that. Running water in cologne, frankincense, and myrrh. Beer was invented in Africa. We know that the first university in the world was Timbuktu. That's in Africa. See, they don't talk about that shit. When the Africans know that and they understand that, now they're starting to able to control their own image. Rwanda in the 90s was a place of genocide. Niggas was butchering each other by the millions. And President Mugabe came and said, why are we killing each other, my brother? There was two different tribes, the Tutsi tribe and I forgot the other tribe. And they were, and I remember this in the 90s, man, they were butchering each other by the millions. It was a butchering. Millions of black folk, they were brothers and sisters. And they were killing each other by the millions. And Mugabe came to them and said, why are we killing each other because of what this white man done lied and said to you? And I don't know, thank God, all the people, they listened to his reasoning and they looked at each other and said, yeah, we done believed the lie. Now Rwanda, one of the most prosperous countries in Africa, okay? They are becoming the Singapore of Africa, okay? You want to talk about wealth in Africa? Go to Rwanda. Okay, and there's other places that are out of the top 10. I got a list. I can't remember them all, but I'm just going to tell you this right now. Out of the top 10 fastest growing economies in the world, 8 of them are in Africa. Okay, 8 of them. Even in this crazy economic times, the 8 fastest economies growing in the world, I mean, the top 10, 8 of them are out of Africa. Okay, so no African folks, they starting to wake up. But niggas in the States, and yeah, we waking. No, you ain't. You niggas ain't waking. You see, my mom keeps telling me, you need to understand that we black people, we come a long way. You know what I tell my mom? I said, yeah, I know that, but you ain't come far enough. It's like having your personal best at the Olympics. The last Olympics, you had your personal best. Now, this Olympics, you had your personal best. And your personal best was better than your personal best from the last Olympics, but guess what? You still led last. And that's niggas in the States. Still last. And it don't take much to confuse y'all. Like I said, it don't take much to confuse y'all. See, and Minister Farrakhan said it right. He said it right years ago, and I'll say it again. I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. He said the last trick the white man was gonna pull on you was to give you his woman. Well, she ain't white. Because if you notice, you see, they're allowing black women to have success and a taste of power. And now them black women got a taste of power. And what are they doing? They throwing them black men under the bus. And pretty much what they said is that, no, you're going to follow our narrative. You're going to submit to us to how we're going to do it, because I'm going to represent the black community, not the black man. That's why you got a lot of Negroes leaving. Because God did not put that in us. The roles, we got a different role to play, and women have a different role to play, regardless what color, skin color you are. That's like a bird trying to be a fucking dog, and a dog trying to be a goat. That's not what God designed that goat or that bird to do. God designed a bird to fly, and God designed a dope goat to chew grass and to make goat milk and go bad. You see what I'm saying? God designed a man to be a man. He's masculine. And he is supposed to lead. And God has designed a woman to be submissive. But you need to figure out what that word submissive means, because the world done lied to you what submissive it means. There's a whole lot of power in that word. There's a whole lot of wisdom in that. But you got to understand how to use it. See, on the chessboard, the most important piece, a lot of people say, what's the most important piece on the chessboard? They'll say the queen. Why is the queen the most important piece on the chessboard? Because the queen can move anywhere she want to move. But the whole idea of the game is to capture the king. If you capture the king, game over. You can capture the queen, the game still continues. So actually, what is the most important piece on the chessboard? It's the king. Don't forget that. Anyhow, like I was saying, Byron Allen, it's cheaper for the establishment to pay Byron Allen billions and billions of dollars off that lawsuit than to allow him to take hold of his own network. Because they can't afford to have niggas that have their own network. But y'all gotta keep pushing the envelope. But before you keep pushing the envelope, you niggas need to quit all of that old, well, he buck dance and he a sellout. He ain't no sellout. You niggas, you're thinking your mindset's limited. You know, it's funny though, Africans can come over to America, and the Chinese can come over to America, and the East Indians can come over to America, and they excel greater than you niggas. And the first excuse I hear you niggas say, the white man keeping me. No, it ain't. Nigga, you keeping you down. My daddy used to tell me that. And he used to piss me off. But see, now I understand what he's saying. He said, when you see all them niggas hanging out in the hood, you don't see them hanging out with white folk. Who they hanging out with? A bunch of no good niggas out there just in this bullshit. That's on you. You can change that. You know? Like I said earlier about this brother, Sir Calloway. Sir Calloway got a song called Wake Up, You Dumb Nigga You. Wake up, you dumb nigga you. And one of the things that he talked about, man, that hit me hard, he said the white folks got the vacation homes and the condos. He said niggas got the projects and can't see beyond those. He said white folks have got the what did he say? White folks got the stock market and can afford to go on vacation, while the niggas sitting at home playing on the PlayStation. And I'm like, that's so true. That's so true. And I know it probably ain't a popular song amongst black folks, because why us black, we don't like looking at our problems. But I'm just gonna tell you right now, I will call it out. And see, y'all will get mad, but refusing to see that if you do fix these issues as black folk we have collectively, man, we'll go up the ladder. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest with you, if black folks in the United States of America was a football team, we'd never win a game. We wouldn't win not one game, because niggas don't want to change. And if you're gonna play football, you know you got to change. Coach say, hey man, you got to do it like this, and other players coming in. We all know how many ball players we got up in here in YouTube space. Whether you play basketball, whether you play football, or whatever, how many ball players we got? You know the drill. You know the drill. You know that if you toxic, you ain't gonna be on the team long. If you disrupt team chemistry, you ain't gonna be on the team long. You know that. So then what you do, you change. You take the finger, you point at yourself and say, okay, I got some wrinkles I need to iron out. When you iron out them wrinkles, man, it's like an engine. If the engine ain't making horsepower, you got to take the engine apart and find out the reason why it ain't making no horsepower. But as soon as you start making horsepower, hold on, y'all. As soon as you start making horsepower, you move further along. The less friction you have in an engine, the more horsepower it makes. The less issues you have amongst the people, the farther and the higher the people will go. But we don't as black folk, we don't like to talk about our own issues. We always want to point and blame the black man. And one of the most evident ones about that is we'll all cry real quick when a white man go kill a Negro, but we won't say nothing when Pookie and Ray Ray down there shoot up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 niggas. You don't say nothing about that shit. But you'll cry when when Jim Bobs goes over there and shoots Willie Green. Oh yeah, now you got a problem. Now you want to play victim. But Pookie and Ray Ray over there shooting up the whole neighborhood, you niggas don't do nothing about that one. See, and I call that out. My daddy used to call that out and used to anger them. But I'm like, you niggas need to fix that. So, you know, back when I was living in Dallas, I didn't want to live in the hood in South Dallas. And I go to the hood to go see my peeps and my boys. But I didn't live with y'all. Why? Because I want some peace. You feel like me sitting out in my front yard, bullets flying everywhere, niggas all over the case of my joint. I mean, white folks don't do that. Oh, you silly because you live on the north side. No, nigga, I want some peace. I don't want your nappy black ass over there fucking on my doggone property, trying to take what little I got. It's hard out here trying to get this paper, nigga. You should be helping me out, me helping you out. No, you want to take what little I got, plus I got to deal with the crazy crackers. So I got hell on both sides. And that goes for a lot of brothers out there. They know that too. And then y'all want to know why niggas is getting their passport and getting the hell up out of there. United States ain't the United States like it used to be. The 90s was the glory years and it was downhill from all there. You think it's going to go back to them glory years, you can forget that, man. You can forget that. Do what you got to do. Make what you got to make. And if some of you brothers need to get out. Get your passport. Look at the country you want to go to. Do your research on the country. Do your research on the country of its culture. Do the research on the women. Do the research on the money. Do the research on where you want to stay. And if it's another language, I would suggest brushing up on a few simple words that you probably going to need to know when you get there. Some of you niggas, y'all just be some simps, trick niggas. You know how you got a lot of them. And I had said it before, and I'm already starting to see it. I said there was two kinds of Negroes that are going to be traveling. You're going to have them niggas that want to get the fuck off the plantation. And then you're going to have them, the traveling simp. The ones that are, they go home, they go back to the States, work enough to save their money up so they can travel, so they can spend their money on whores and prostitutes, take pictures talking about they smashing. I knew that. See, that's the reason why. Now I figured out the reason why these women in the United States act the way they act, because of niggas like them. And you see, y'all get mad at me. Oh, you judging. I ain't judging. I'm just letting you know. I don't know what happened, but niggas went from pimp to simp. Now you don't let these hoes have the upper hand because you just a sucker ass nigga. And I'm just going to tell you like my daddy told me. Man, pussy's like dominoes, and not all bones is good bones. Sometimes you need to walk away. That's wisdom. But you niggas don't think like that. And then once again, because of that, see, what happens is that I have a problem with simp niggas going out to other countries simping and tricking like they do in the States, making it rain. Dumb niggas make it, oh, you just jealous because you ain't got no money. Man, you know what? I make it rain on the stock market, nigga. So all that money that you be doing like that, all my money, I go in the stock market. Okay, so I ain't got to live on a plantation. I travel worldwide, and I got my money working hard for me instead of me working hard for my money. Instead of going back and doing a 9 to 5, and I understand I ain't trying to put down a 9 to 5, y'all. So don't slay me for that, because you got to get out here and get your paper. You got to do what you got to do, but you make the most of your situation. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the most of my situation. I don't work 9 to 5s many years. I just had an opportunity to take some money and invest. And take that money and make that money work hard for me. And I suggest, brothers, y'all get out there and learn the stock market. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you learn how to do stock market and you learn how to invest, you'll never forget it. It's like swimming. You learn how to swim, you'll never forget how to swim. It's just one of those things in life you'll never forget. You'll always do till you die. Same thing with stock market. You learn the stock market, and it's not hard. It's many stuff, so it takes a little bit to get it. But I'm just telling you right now, I'm just trying to encourage you, brothers. Say, man, you learn the stock market, that opens up your options. Okay? That opens up big doors for you. Okay, because now you're able to do other things. Okay? And you niggas, man, what happens is that you Negroes, you go work your 9 to 5, save up your money really hard, and you work really hard to save up all that money to go throw it away in somebody's butthole or vagina or what. I'm like, God dang. And I know the first thing I'm hearing from you, well, you know, why you judging? I ain't judging. I'm talking to you. That's what I'm doing. I'm just talking to you. And you don't like to hear it. You don't like to hear wisdom. That's your problem. It ain't judging. You don't know the difference between judging and somebody talking to you. Okay? And as a matter of fact, some of y'all don't like wisdom. Okay? And this is what I had said when I first left. I left the United States back in 2000. I said, I hope that these trick niggas don't come out here and ruin the image for black men. See what I'm saying? Don't ruin the image for black men. You have the opportunity to harness your image worldwide and use it to your advantage. That's what I'm doing. And that's what some of these other brothers are doing. Excuse me. So when you go to these other countries and you niggas is tricking, that's why I don't go to the DR. I done met a couple girls from the DR, and they thought I was like you dumb niggas. Dig in my pocket and give them some money. I looked at them, no, I ain't giving you shit. Okay? I didn't get the sisters in the hood no money. I ain't get no white girls no money. And I always hear that old simp-minded simpology from you simp niggas. Well, you get to spend money sometime. That's a simp bitch-ass excuse. I ain't never heard that shit in the 90s come from pimp niggas. Never. Conversation rule the nation. I ain't out here trying to see. That's what I'm saying. The pinnacle of most niggas, the height of their life is a butt cheek, and they can't see beyond that. So if they don't get any, if they don't smash, then for them, life ain't worth living. Oh, I went down to Colombia. I didn't get anything. I didn't smash. It wasn't that successful. That's not what life's all about. You get some on the, okay, fine. You get it. But why don't you learn a culture? Why don't you go out and learn something new and something different? Because you might wind up getting a lot more than what you're seeking, which will be a blessing for you. But you niggas ain't looking for that. You see what I'm saying? And some of you brothers that want to leave the United States and want to leave the plantation, you know, one of the things that I had learned when leaving the States was, and my brother told me this because he left the States when he was in the Navy. He said, well, the world, they really don't like, and the white boys in the United States always trying to paint a picture. But they got more respect for brothers than they do than white boys because, you know, they notice that, you know, they know that white boys come with that superiority attitude. See, this is what I was trying to let y'all know, that white supremacy only works in the United States. But you niggas that are on a plantation are trying to argue with me it's worldwide, but you niggas ain't never been nowhere. See, I live out here. This is a big world out here, and you got many nations, many cultures, and many people. That superior honky crap does not work out here. It might work in a plantation in your hood, but it does not work. It does not work at all. Hold on, man.